Alrighty guys, back with a quick little tour review of this 2014 Chevy Sonic. Now I believe this is the LT model, so I don't think it's the bare bones, but I could be wrong. I have no idea what I'm reviewing right now. All I know is that my dad's Focus, he took it into Ford today to get a motor mount replaced, and it was going to take all night to get done or whatever, so they gave him a rental car, which was this. And he drove it home today, and he hates it. He absolutely hates it. There's no power, obviously. He comes from a, you know, a turbocharged 4-cylinder or 2-liter 4-cylinder, whatever, to this piece of shit. But whatever, that's in his eyes. I got in it today to drive, and it was quite peppy. I mean, it wasn't a race car, but it was nimble, and it feels like a go-kart. I mean, it is basically a go-kart, but it's all right to drive. I mean, it handles pretty good. It brakes. I was doing a brake test on it today, and I slammed the brakes right before I came here. The rear end fishtailed, so I mean, you could lose control when you're braking very easy on this, but the ABS, you know, kicked in and everything, and it, you know, did its job. But as far as this particular model goes, this particular model has around 48,000 or 46,000 miles on it, and it's a rental car, so that's hard miles for something like this. So I mean, it doesn't have too much body damage. I mean, it's all right. I mean, coming down here to the wheels, they are 15-inch alloys at least. They're running on hand-cooked Optimos, so I'm sure they've been replaced one point, but they definitely need to be replaced again. Front disc brakes. And I really do like this gray color. I don't know the specifics of it, but here's the rental stickers and scanning, all that shit. They should probably be rotated. Rear drum brakes, obviously. Gas tank right here. Sonic LT, so it is the mid-level trim if you want to go that much. But yeah, I mean, it looks all right. This is a sedan. You can get a hatchback, so I mean, this is cheaper than the hatchback. Your exhaust is down there somewhere. And we'll go check out the front real fast. I believe the Sonic came out in 2012. Don't quote me. I mean, it looks like a hedgehog for most people, but you know, I think it looks cool. I mean, if they're equipped the right way. So up here to the front, you have your halogen headlights with your high beams in there, and then you would get fog lights, but obviously you don't have them on this one. So we'll go on the interior now. I mean, look at the roof. It does have some hail damage and some scratches. Very hollow, obviously. It's a cheap car. The antenna, which you can just twist right off. So going in, this one does have your lock, unlock, and lock it twice, and you just hold this down. Well, let me lock it again. Then you hold that down, and then it starts right up. So there you go. Then I'll just turn it off, unlock it. It is a switchblade design from GM. I do like this key though. It's pretty good quality. So yeah. And you have your blind spot mirror right there, which is odd, but there you go. So come into this one. Let me turn the parking lights off. And once you're in here, I did make a few reviews of this before, but once I drove it, this is a very nice, I mean, the cloth is all right. It gets the job done, but I was about to say very nice. The car is very comfortable once you're in. I mean, it has really good thigh support. I mean, it's got a nice armrest. One thing that I do not like when I'm driving this car is this is all just hard, not very nice. But let me start the car up. Stick the key in there. I have the air on, let me turn that down. And it starts up alright. I mean, it's your typical GM. I mean, the bong right there just gives away, obviously. But coming over here, once you're first in it, you do notice it does have a steering wheel out of a Chevy Spark. I mean, it's kind of just a shared wheel now between the sub models. But here it is. It feels really good in your hands, actually. And the steering is pretty numb, but it's not too heavy. But it just feels alright. I mean, pedestrian car, I guess. Cruise controls over here, audio, Bluetooth, all that stuff. Over here, I didn't think I would like the gauge cluster, but it gets the job done. It's nothing too special. But over here, if you want to go through your menus, you know, right here, 46,326 miles of rental car abuse. That's like 100,000 in your average car, at least to me. Over here, you know, high beams, headlights on. They do have daytime running lights. The gauge image controls over here. Your aircraft vents. Dashboard up here is all hard touch. I mean, it's GM and just awkward graining. It's nothing good at all. But yeah, you see your papers going there. I put my phone there when I was driving it. Sound system does sound pretty good though. I mean, it sounds all right. Single zone climate control, obviously. 6-speed automatic. Power outlet, trunk pop, traction control on off, e-brake, unlock lock, hazards, all that stuff. Then you have your. Apparently this is locked. Or broke, one or the other. Storage registration in there. Vanity mirror, which isn't lit, obviously. A little paper holder. Headliner is very, very bad. You have your OnStar right here. Let's see what else is there. Capture armrest. That's really, I mean, the car's pretty comfortable. My sister liked it when we were in it. She said it was comfortable. So, I mean, that's something. But over here, it is all hard touch. Everything is just all hard touch, you know, nothing too good. Over here is your window switches. You do have automatic up, or down and up, which is nice. Everything else is just manual. But here's your power mirrors, locks. Let's see what else is there to go over. Some storage down here. Again, it's just your basic pedestrian car. It's nothing too good. I mean, I'll give it a quick rev. I've been abusing this car all day, well, since I've been in it, but 3,000K rev limiter, so at least they're not getting trashed too much. So we'll try to put it in neutral, actually. Still 3K, but yeah. Go to the rear now, check it out, and you have your unlock right here, which is very nice. At least it's not in the middle like the Focus is. So coming back here, as you can see, it is padded right here, which is a nice touch. So step back here. And the seat is, the seat cushion is where I want it, but this is a little bit farther back, and I do have good room back here. I mean, it's not, you know, luxury, but it's not bad. Materials, though, I mean, they could have maybe put some soft touch right here. That wouldn't hurt, but, you know, it's just a chunk of plastic, not good. Damped handles right here, headrest. Here's the front if you want to see that. Headliners have a cigarette burn light right here. You do have a mat pocket, cup holder. And at least you have rear seat headrest, and this is all just plastic back here, which it's either a good thing or a bad thing. I look at it as a good thing, but you could look at it as a bad thing because it's really hard to clean. Like, it's just dusty and gross back there. But yeah, and these headrests are kind of big, so it may feel claustrophobic back here if the person you're behind sits far back. That's just me. And right here's the glass. I mean, they do have it laminated pretty good, but your head is right under this, so yeah. This is a 6-speaker audio system, and we'll get out. Well, let me pop the hood real fast so you can see under there, and we'll put that down. It's coming to the rear of this one. You do have a trunk liner at least, and your creeper latch. And once you're back here, the sedan does give you quite a bit of rear trunk room in your spare. It's a donut. And all your booklets and crap are in there. But yeah, the carpet is cheap though. But, you know, they at least do carpet it. I may try to get in a test drive of this. Don't expect one, but I'll try. See, the headlights are on. 1.8 liter Ecotech. It has around 138 horsepower, 125 pound-feet of torque. You know, it's your basic economy car. I mean, it's good enough for what it is asked to do. But yeah, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed. So I guess as usual, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty, guys, back with a quick little test drive on the Sonic. Now, my dad just called me and said he needs the car back because he's going somewhere, and he can't take mine because I'm going somewhere after this video. So I'm gonna make the video very short. So I'm just gonna judge the car accordingly. So I'm gonna start off, just give it a soft acceleration, I guess. The car gets up to speed all right because of the 6-speed automatic. That really helps out the car just getting out and going. But if you really want to step on it, that's how you get the power out of the car. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. Because when you just accelerate lightly, it's going to go right up to 6th gear because it's eager to get that fuel economy, and it's just eager to upshift. And the downshift, it's like, you know, your average car. It doesn't take too long to downshift, but it's not the best. Like, it's not a dual clutch, I guess. It's not that eager. But the traction control is off right now, and I will try to brake torque and squeal the tires. So a little bit. Now it does sound pretty raspy once you get up to high revs, so. But, you know, almost 50,000 miles worth of rental abuse. I'm sure it's, you know, seen quite a bit hard days, to say the least. But I'm going to do a little bit of passing power, I guess, and just average accelerate. It does all right for average acceleration, so I'm going to get back over because I'm going to turn around. And if I go straight, I'm not going to be able to turn around for a little bit, so. Again, I'm judging this car accordingly. I don't drive this daily, so I mean, can't really say, but from first impressions, I am pretty impressed, you know. There's not too much to impress with this, though. I'm going to manual shift it now. You can't really redline it either. It'll just vroom, 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 vroom. That's when you lose all your power. or it'll limit your power. Now, this isn't like a Ford to where I do like this system better, because when you're like driving, say, my mom's Escape, and you're trying to manual shift it, it'll upshift for you. Now, you can redline this and you can shift yourself. It won't upshift for you, so I do like that. I'm going to do a little bit of a launch here. So you got to kind of judge it. So now we're at around highway cruising speed. So I'd say around 80 miles an hour. The car does around 2,900 RPM, which is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty quiet. You know, it gets pretty soft once you're going that speed, but I'm gonna turn right here. And I'm downshifting just because it's a rental car and, you know, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna rev the hell out of it. Now, if this thing had a little bit tighter suspension, it would be pretty good. You know, pretty fun car to just toss around, but again, this isn't my car, and if I wreck it, I'll be kind of fucked, so I don't want to go too fast around these corners, but the rear end does kind of just kick out, so I mean, again, it's just your basic commuter car. It's, you know, not a track day borough car, but it could be easily made into one of those. And I'm sure the 5-speed would feel pretty peppy, but I think the 6-speed would just do good for me. Those little shifters, because it's responsive. So just regular driving, it does all right. Cop right as I end the abusive test drive tour. That's good. I'm totally just ragging the shit out of this. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So I guess, as usual, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you all later. And if you have any questions,